Yeah, Wendy, cut him off. Cut him off. That boy needs a cut off and a whooping. That's insane, Wendy. Cut him off. Hey y'all, and welcome back to the Shantae and Riddick channel. If this is your first time ever tuning in, welcome. I'm so glad you took the time to check your girl out. I know it's been a minute since y'all seen me actually on here talking, but y'all, I had to come through and do a reaction video to one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Color Me Pink. Shout out to you. AKA Keisha. She did a video from what I'm seeing on an update on the reason why Wendy Williams' conservatorship went into fruition in the first place. So I'm intrigued to see what she has to say, because, you know, I always be looking at her videos to get the tea, because she be knowing her stuff. So if y'all like the video, remember to give it a thumbs up. But most importantly, if you're not already part of the family, subscribe, click that bell, and put your post notifications on. That way you'll know every time your girl has a new video. I appreciate it in advance. And if you're not following me on social media, click those links down below so you can know what your girl is up to when she's not posting on here. All right, let's get right into the video. Let's go. Ride the whip, I know die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commend it. I can't come and keep my...
What's up, T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I am back with a new Spill the Tea video. So it seems like we are finally getting answers as to how Wendy Williams' conservatorship took place. Recently, Also, I wanted to say, if you do not know about Color Me Pink, y'all subscribe to her. You will love her content. She does story times. She does Spill the Tea, give you all the updated current events. If you are a reality junkie, she'll break down the episodes and everything that happened in that episode for the week. She does a lot of stuff. I love, 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 love her channel. So yeah, subscribe to her as well. TMZ did a documentary on what's been going on with the Wendy that aired on Tubi, and since then things have been making waves on her behalf. Now, according to Complex magazine, the article reads that Wendy Williams has fallen out with her son Kevin Hunter Jr. over alleged financial mismanagement. Williams, who recently denied that she's cognitively impaired despite previous reports, spoke about the state of her relationship with Kevin Jr. on a new episode of TMZ podcast Two Angry Men. The interview comes after the recent premiere of Tubi special Saving Wendy, where the media personality claimed that she was placed under guardianship after multiple steep, unauthorized withdrawals were made from her bank account. So I remember hearing about this, and I was hoping that it was not true that her son really was doing this stuff. I was thinking that this was just the media trying to put something out against her son, because, you know, her son was her only left person that she could go to trust, because, you know, she divorced the father of her child because of his trifling ways. But it's not like the son might be as bad as the daddy. But let's see. So now we know it is true, because it's right from the horse's mouth. Dang, Wendy. No wonder Wendy in that documentary was going through it. She ain't had nobody she could really turn to trust. Unless her niece, but... Kevin Jr. has denied the withdrawals, and court documents from last September state that Williams' son apologized for past mistakes and inappropriate behavior. It adds, the court is not convinced that he can keep her safe and wouldn't willingly or unwittingly expose her to financial exploitation. Around the 4-minute mark of the episode, which was part of Saving Wendy, the media personality spoke at length about allegedly being financially exploited by Kevin Jr. Williams. Shares the 24-year-old with her ex-husband Kevin Hunter, who she was married to from 1999 to 2020. My son is a good person, but at this point, he is a horrible person to me, Williams said while seen in her assisted living facility. It's the way he moves with other people. And what is going on with these other people at my apartment in Miami? What are you doing? You spent on what? And what is going on at Wells Fargo? Williams claims that her son is not the only one dealing with her finances. Earlier in the interview, she said that Kevin Jr. overstepped his boundaries and inappropriately used her money without notifying her. Like,
who does that? I mean, I know he an only child, but at your mom's lowest, why would you be doing that? All you would need to do, from what it looked like in the documentary too, he would just need to ask his mom. It seemed like Wendy will give him whatever, because she already said that, because she has that guiltiness of not being present all the time because of her career. And you know that already, so why would you just, oh my God, I could never imagine doing that to my mother. Never.
he's stealing from me? Look, all I know is that in terms of what I'm dealing with, this is still going on because that's when my money got frozen at Wells Fargo. Thank God. No more money stealing from my son and the other people, Williams continued. Just weeks after Williams attended her son's college graduation, Kevin Jr. was reportedly issued a second eviction notice from his Miami apartment. Kevin allegedly owed $4,316 in total, according to the property's ownership firm, with a warning to pay rent or vacate the apartment by January 7th. Earlier this month, the company filed a voluntary dismissal. Although she was diagnosed frontotemporal dementia in 2023, Williams' resurgence has caused her guardian, Sabrina Moresi, to request a new medical evaluation, according to TMZ. Wow. That is truly sad. And let me say, I have not spoke a lot about Wendy and everything that's been going on with her for the past few years because I really didn't want to think about it, because I am a huge Wendy Williams fan. Okay.
Fact. I agree. I feel the same way as you, Keisha. I'm a huge, huge, huge Wendy Williams fan. In fact, her and Dick Vitale are the reason why I went to college for mass communication. Because if you grew up in the 90s, early 2000s, y'all know before the Wendy Williams show, when Wendy Williams was on the radio, baby, Wendy Williams didn't have no censor. But one thing about it, Wendy didn't lie either. You may not like her truth, but she didn't lie. And she always was ahead of the game with letting us know stuff. Like she told us back in the early 2000s about Diddy. I was still a kid then when she was letting us know about Diddy and his ways. But yeah, that's a fact. Seeing Wendy in the state she was in that documentary broke my heart. You could go check out that video that I did on that. And then you could just tell, she wasn't in a good place. But to know that mentally she's okay and it's not as bad as we thought is a breath of fresh air. But baby, your own son? That's wild.
To see the decline with the talk show and her health and her sobriety was truly upsetting for me and just really sad. And to know that it was her son that put the wheels in motion for her money to get froze and this guardianship to take place is so heartbreaking because
I won't go say it, but it sounds like Wendy. I know you went through a lot to have Junior, but it sounds like Junior is just like his daddy. He need his little beep whooped. Because this is just beyond selfish, greedy, trifling, all the above. And I wonder, do he even have sympathy knowing that his mom is in this like prison because of him? Do you have any sympathy about it at all? Even this picture, he looks like he just looks evil in the picture. Ugh.
we all know how much she loves little Kevin. She talked about little Kevin all the time. Like, he was her heart, her soul. We all know that she suffered all of those miscarriages and how she was on bed rest and gained over 200 and something pounds, carrying him like he was her golden child, her only child. You know what I'm saying? And she went through hell and back to have that boy.
Yep.
And tried her hardest to provide him this beautiful lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And then to find out that when she was going through one of the hardest times of her life, he took advantage of that by taking out large sums of money and tricking off and buying stuff. Y'all, let me tell y'all what this little boy was out here doing. According to the Jasmine brand, they stated that Wendy also revealed that in 2022, while staying with Kevin Jr. in Miami, she was cut off from her finances because he had possession of her phone, making it impossible for her to respond to Wells Fargo's fraud alerts. Can y'all believe that? This little boy had her phone and was disregarding the fraud alerts. Because you know they'll send you a text message saying, did you make this purchase, or whatever the case may be. And I'm guessing either he was saying, yeah, I made this purchase, or either he was disregarding them. But
Wendy, I know you love him, but you gonna have to really. He gonna need to get cut off for a little bit. This little boy is entitled and just like, this is extreme. He went to extreme lengths to just do whatever the heck he wanted to do and put you in this type of situation. This is beyond hurtful. He is his daddy's child for real. For real. Wendy, you better watch your back of this child of yours, because something ain't right with him. Something ain't right up there, Wendy. Something's not right.
regardless, she had no idea none of this was going on, because you got to remember, during this time she was drinking heavily and all of these things, so he was able to take advantage. They also stated, she further detailed how over $100,000 was spent on her American Express card, and that her son even rented a yacht for his 21st birthday, a lavish expense totaling $113,000. Additionally, she claimed a woman impersonated her in an attempt to steal even more money. And shockingly, she alleged Kevin Jr. introduced her to this person.
Yeah, Wendy, cut him off. Cut him off. That boy needs a cut off and a whooping. That's insane, Wendy. Cut him off. He is beyond ridiculous. Ridiculous.
This woman allegedly posed as Wendy over the phone, attempting to gain access to her funds. Unfortunately, Wells Fargo flagged the fraud and stopped further money from being stolen. That is insanity. Like, how could you do that to your mama? Like, literally, you introduced her to this chick that you had impersonating her so you could gain more access to her money. So all this time we're thinking like that Wells Fargo just was on some other stuff and just froze her account, and we couldn't understand like why, and it was because of her raggedy ass son. Like, why would you do your mother like that? You up here spending $100.
All right, y'all. So we got the gist of this. This is crazy. Yeah. I said what I had to say. Y'all leave in the comments telling me your thoughts on this. What would you do if this was your child? And granted, maybe this was a cry out to him. He felt neglected because, his mama worked so much, but this still doesn't justify this. Your mama would give you anything and everything, I'm sure. You're the only child. She can't take the money with her when she dies. That she would have gave you whatever, but to do her like that, that's insane. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.